every year, I mean, all of us, we've been through this exercise every year around this time. This time we are very fortunate that after so many years, we have a full-fledged cabinet minister for our tourism department. So many years we felt like motherless children, but this year it's a difference. That's why you must have noticed that unlike other years, where our Honorable Chief Minister, being the Minister in charge of tourism, used to always call for these meetings, but now that our Honorable Minister for Tourism is there, our Honorable CM has got time to tend to his all other important matters, and as a consequence, we have been calling these meetings. I wanted to kind of really bring this point across to all of you and all of us here, that the Hornbill Festival is one of the only claims to fame for the state of Nagaland. It is an asset for the entire state, and it is perhaps one of the only events in the state which is done with such a wonderful coordination and networking of most of the departments in the state. And every year we've seen that the Hornbill Festival is getting better and better, and we hope that this edition of the Hornbill Festival will be much better than the editions which have gone by. We are also trying as a department to ensure that Nagaland is really up there in the map of tourists who come to the country, or for the domestic tourists. We are trying to get even festivals like the Hornbill Festival empaneled and enlisted as a UNESCO World Heritage Festival. So in this effort of ours, we are also trying to get Kohima city as recognized as a music city by UNESCO. So in this effort, I think all of us have to do it together. It cannot be done by the tourism department alone. And therefore, I take this opportunity to address everybody who is here, with the permission of our Honorable Minister, that just not the Hornbill Festival, but even for general growth of the state, for prosperity of the state, we all need to work together. Certain things I want to tell you are small things which is a matter of pride for the state. Recently, for example, we've just got some good awards. Like Dizepe village has been awarded the best rural village in the country this year, 2023. Even Konova village last year was the only village in the country which was shortlisted by UNWTO, I think, if I'm not mistaken, UNESCO only, tourism organization. So, and even in the country, the State Institute of Hotel Management, though the award is still not out, we have come to understand that the SIHM Dimapur has been has bagged the prize as the best privately run State Institute of Hotel Management in the country. So, with God's blessings and with the guidance of our Honorable Minister, we are marching in the right direction.
The Tourism Association, taxi, and homestay, and every one of you. A very good evening to all of you. I won't take much time because it's more important that you all speak. See, the very idea of having a consultative meeting is that we are able to curate together the Hornbill Festival 2023. And the tourism department takes the effort to facilitate that every one of us performs very well. Our state government and the people of Nagaland, the showcasting during the Hornbill has always been very eminent. And like how my Commissioner Secretary has said, Obokito, it is very true that that Nagaland is known for Hornbill. Nagaland may be known for one thing or the other, but thanks to the Hornbill Festival, it has become more popular than any insurgency movement. So it's good. And all the departments that are there, starting from TAFMA and also art and culture, industry, agri and allied, and various other departments that are part of it. I pray that all of us can come together, can do our best. And I think next time, actually, we really want the honorable advisors or the minister in charges of your departments also to participate in such a consultative meeting. Because policy decision has to be taken by the leaders of the elected members. And not just like, okay, we have to do something during Hornbill, so we'll do it. Not that. We are given the opportunity to do something, so we will do everything possible to make it do well. See, you know better than what I'm trying to say. We need to be able to give the people who come to Nagaland for the Hornbill Festival the experience of a lifetime in participating in the Nagaland Hornbill Festival. And for that, every one of us have to work together and correlate together. So I congratulate all of you for coming together with one heart. We may have differences in our, thought process, but we should be one in our heart. That's what we always say. The way you want to do things and the way we want to see things may be different, but we can always talk it out and then bring in the best forward. And your participation is very eminent for the success of 2023 Hornbill. Honorable Chief Minister has entrusted it upon all of us, not only on me and the Tourism Department, but on all of us to be able to take Nagaland to a better standing through the Hornbill Festival. And I think last time some dates have been given to give the programs and everyone, and I think we all should adhere to that. And has ICAR come today? Indian Council of Agricultural Research? Okay, they are also, I think, on the way. So like that, let's open the door to everybody. Thank you very much to the Commissioner Secretary, who is also the chairman of today's program. Thank you.
So far, we have not received, of course, the last date is 30 September. We have not received any of the activities from the department, whether any department has brought today.
Actually, what happens is every year we publish the Hornbill program on 29th or 30th of November, and we are not even able to distribute the program. So we get a lot of complaints. So this year, we have made it a point that every department should submit your creatives latest by 30th of September, and we are going to send the program for printing in the first week of October. So if your creatives don't come, then your program does not get reflected in the Hornbill program booklet. So please keep that in mind. That is point number one. Point number two is we have a lot of departments here. In case the people that you interact with, in case the business houses that you interact with, in case you have people who are interested in advertising, this year we are also taking that up as an, because our Hornbill program is such a beautifully made program, but we are not encashing it because we need to raise some revenue for the festival. So in case you have people who want to advertise in the inner pages, outer pages, so we have that open also. We can get in touch with the Directorate of Tourism, and we have to try to raise some funds through our Hornbill program booklet. Other than that, every year, till 3 years back, all the funds used to be routed through the tourism department, but you know that from last year onwards, all departments are supposed to include their Hornbill expenditure in the budget proposal when they send for the year. So I hope all of you have done it, because the department does not have any money, the tourism department does not have any money to give to any of the line departments. You are supposed to have it already included in your budget. So in case some departments have not done that, please take it up very earnestly with the finance, and then you can also bring it to our notice. Our honorable minister will speak to our honorable CM, who is also the finance minister, and try to facilitate some kind of additionality in the funds that is given to your department. Because this is very important. At the end of the day, if you don't have the funds, then nothing is going to move. So one of the most important thing here is the funds. So please be very clear about whether you have funds for the Hornbill Festival this year. Other than that, I would like to request all the departments like PWD and PHE, where and the power department, because electricity has to be ensured that electricity is available 24/7 from 26, 27 November onwards. So please make sure that it is a request that you are doing that. We also want to request the PWD roads and bridges. I think Southern Division, our engineers come from there. He used to do that every year. The inner roads of Kisama need to be tended to well beforehand, before the time comes. So all these things need to be done latest before 15th of November. So please look into it. I also want to request PHE. The problem is every time we set up the water lines to Kisama, then the monsoon comes and then the landslides take away all our water source lines to Kisama. So I want to request our engineer tourism to kindly see that all these technical departments are well covered, and we don't have problems for electricity, we don't have problems for roads, and we don't have problems for water within the Kisama complex. Other than that, I think Honorable Chief Minister normally might visit Kisama sometime towards the end of October, and also a couple of times just before the Hornbill. So we need to keep everything ready, and so the request is, if there is any problem that any department is facing, like our secretary had told you earlier, please don't hold back. Let's have it here so that we can compile all the requirements of all the departments, even from our side, and then pursue it so that we have a flawless and a wonderful Hornbill this year.
Which was held on 25th August. Agriculture Department proposed to celebrate 2023 as International Year of Millets in all the states. As part of this IYM, the department informed that millets will be the main exhibit along with different cuisines during the Hornbill Festival 2023. So, whether Agriculture Department has come today?
Yes, sir. We are in the process of organizing the festival, and we thought that we will have it for 2 days, that is on the 2nd and 3rd. And then we had a discussion with our honorable advisor also regarding this. Actually, we are not very sure about the venue as yet. He wanted it in NBCC. But then one of the problems in NBCC is we want to highlight this millet brew, which is one of our traditional drinks. Now, if we have it there, we won't be able to use that. Plus, even the footfall will be lesser if we have it there. That's one of the reasons. And we had some site visitation in Kisama 2 weeks back. And we were looking at this organic pavilion. That's the only maybe possible area. But then we're thinking maybe that is too small to have such a kind of festival. It's an international year of festival, so it will be quite a big event. So we are in two minds, and whether tourism department can maybe earmark some area for us in Kisama. That's our view. And regarding the financial implication, we have some money, and we had talked to the ministry also regarding this, and actually it seems they promised us some amount, but then we haven't received it yet. So we're looking for other funders also for the time being.
Okay, thank you. So if you can kindly give us in writing also.
Okay.
So, I think every issue, if we can tackle it, we'll also tackle it as and when it comes up. Like the Millet Festival, you were suggesting, if the Honorable Minister agrees, it's not necessary that we have to do it in Kohima. So what I think is that Bamboo Resource Center in Dimapur has a fantastic setup. We are told to is not here. Paribona na the Millet Festival that Amnila conference the Bamboo Resource Center take over.
Pariboda.
So I think it's good we do it in Dimapur. It's a fantastic center.
But look, she wants it.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? We were looking at maybe calling our chief guest as from the ministry also, our minister, honorable minister, agriculture, union minister. So I'm sure they would like to come here on the 1st, and then 2nd and 3rd we are planning to have the festival. So again, like logistics problem, and plus, like I said, even the footfall will be lesser.
Dimapur footfall, please don't underestimate that.
No, on 2nd and 3rd, I'm sure like the footfall in the people, visitors will be more in Kohima. That's what we were looking at.
Is that every year when the CM comes or when the honorable CM comes with the chief guest, they stop in Hortis Cave first.
Yes,
No?
yes, sir.
So you have a very first impression is the best impression, as they say. So a huge responsibility is there on horticulture to give a fantastic first impression. But what we see is that after all the horti products are over by the second day. Most. So is there any possibility that the products which the horti department is like, black rice, this, that, all those organic products which you put up, is there any possibility of increasing the stock which you bring for December? Because by 2nd or 3rd day, I'm sure everything is already over, no? So it's being a 10-day festival, people would like to continuously go and procuring if possible. And it's a good opportunity for the farmers. So please look into it is the kind of request from the tourism side, because we've got this complaint many times.
Stalls, even if the advertisement is still yet to be met, many applications are coming. That is very positive. Last time when we had the first consultation meeting with our ministers, the German, we have informed the House that the department is planning to bring in certain fund from the ministry, but it's not coming for.
CR National Research Center on Mithun. It is located in Mesdifema in Dimapur. So we're just last year we did a survey in Hornbill Festival, because we are from veterinary science. All the food stalls and everywhere we went, and we just wanted to see how much pork is sold, how much. So snail products are there, dog is there, and still worms. But there was not even a single Mithun product. And there was no stall on Mithun also, because Mithun is a state animal of Nagaland. So then we thought, I think we should go for it. And then when we requested the minister, he visited us on the Mithun day. He was very happy. So if he provide the space, we will keep some, if there is a space, 2-3 Mithun. And then in the stall, we'll put display all the information related to it, and we'll also give some products, Mithun meat products and Mithun milk products. All those things we wish to demonstrate and give, or sometimes sell in the small quantity. We wish to sell also. That is our proposal. That is regarding Hornbill. And second, because as a tourism, one more small point. I think eco-tourism in using Mithun, I think it will be a very good idea, because everyone whomsoever comes from any place, they don't know how Mithun looks. So I think in the Dimapur or somewhere, if you give us some land wherein animals can graze, so we can make some good eco park, so that some tourism, it will be an attraction. People will come to know about the Mithun also, and it will also create good employment, and it will improve the tourism. That's my second proposal.
As we all know that during the Hornbill Festival, art and culture has a major part to play. So last time in the meeting we have requested to select either Puchuri or Rengma tribe for invoking traditional blessing for the Hornbill Festival. And subsequently in our meeting we have decided that during the program, morning, evening program, we'll have all the tribes, from all the tribes also to invoke their blessings.
This we have written to the government and awaiting approval. Because earlier years also we have experienced that some ministers or from the higher level they'll suggest that from a particular tribe the tribal guests should be represented.
What we have been speaking is, we would surely love to see them come and be there. But participation as in the traditional and cultural festival, we want it to be morely about the indigenous people who are in Nagaland. Usually we respect all the cultures from everywhere, but they usually come up with the idea of some Bihu dance or that dance.
My suggestion is that responsibility should be shifted to the government to meet the expenses. The other one is talking about taxi, taking fare from the commuters, from the visitors. Dropping, we are talking about dropping, and after that, where they go or how they come or who controls them, that is not clear. Now, this Hornbill Festival, which is being held at Kisama, this very arena, Kisama, during the festival time, it should be completely brought under the control of the government. So when it is brought to the control of the government, within the ambit of the government rules, like any other bindings that we are giving, for stall that much is the rent, for certain taxi rate is that much, that way rates are being fixed by the government.